Hi, I'm Toast. Welcome back to the Toasted Iron Experience. This is episode 3. We got a lot of moons and a lot of questing in this one. If you like, give me a like and a subscribe.
Video 3, baby! We made it to 3. Who knew I'd make it this far, even? So in the last one, we definitely got pretty spooked on that zombie axe, which allowed us to speed up a bit, and we already made it here to Camtorum. So I've been AFKing a lot, getting a decent amount of this blessed bone shards so we can get our mining. We are getting our mining up, but get our prayer up. And I think I want to shoot for chivalry at some point in this episode, get those quests done and get that prayer unlocked, so that'd be really cool. But at this point, I still have only done one Moons of Peril run, so we're definitely going to go run a decent amount of those. I don't know how far we'll take it, but the supplies are free here, so I can do as many as I want. So we'll definitely get a couple of those done, see if we can get lucky on some stuff. I think the thing I'm most excited to get and try out is the Atlatl, the range gear, because that stuff seems to be fun, and I really need to work on my range. So I think I even need to train that before I can even use it. But going from there, I think we'll just have to do pest control and get the void, and that's probably how I'll get that up a little bit. I think going forward, I think I want to start the episodes a little bit with just kind of like plans, because then it'll kind of help me keep on track, and then that'll also kind of just let you know what'll be coming in the episode. But yeah, thinking of those about plans, I think definitely doing a lot of moons this episode. Maybe we're going to push for chivalry on that quest, and then maybe some other quests. But we'll see. I know I also need to deal with my medium diaries. I've only done a couple of those. I did a couple of them, and then I got stuck at the gout tuber on Karamja medium. I did it for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and didn't get it. And then I was just like, I'm done doing this. So I need to go back and finish that. And then medium combat diaries, because I don't want to go back to Barrows until we got both the medium combat diaries and hard Mauritania done, so we can get those extra runes. So we're going to get those done pretty soon at some point too. But yeah, there's a little intro. The Guthans did okay last time. I definitely took some big damage here and there, and I'm not sure if that's because I screwed up or if it just rolled high and hit me hard. But we'll give it a couple more runs before I kind of call a verdict on that, and we'll see how it does. Alright, so we're getting in on some moons, KC. It seems like to me the hardest boss, or the boss that does the most damage, is this Blood Moon boss. But it's not because he does a ton of damage, it's because he heals a ridiculous amount the whole fight. There's some times where it's like, if I'm not hitting and he is, I'll go from like 40% up to like 70%. It's like, ah, shit. But yeah, as you see here, he's completely taken all my supplies, and I am trying my hardest to survive this fight here. Yeah, this whole time I was just constantly hovering my oh shit tab, which I brought just because I haven't gotten the crystal that teleports you out yet. But yeah, he was kicking my ass a little bit in these couple KC, but we got through every time. Nothing got too close. As long as I'm paying attention, I'm not really in that much danger of dying, like to some big damage numbers, but yeah. So in like an hour or so, we made it through about 10 KC, and we got up to our first 10 KC. I think the Guthans is doing okay. There's some times where I think it's mostly I'm not hitting, and it's just making the fight last a lot longer. Like I said, I'm used to like scything this stuff, so. Oh, I got, woo! First piece. On what, 12? 12. Nice. Oh, and that's the Atlatl part. That's what I want too, sweet. Well, here's the back-to-back. We got 2 tasks that we weren't trying to get. The last one we got Speed Trialist, this one we got Dancer, so it's clear we're going to get a back-to-back, right? No, of course. Well, there's our first little chunk of moons done. Ended up with an item, so that's good. Did 13, but I think I really want to go push for Chivalry real quick. I think I have all the requirements for it, and I've gotten a couple thousand bone shards now, so we'll see if that gets us up to 60 prayer for that requirement. But yeah, I'm going to go see if we can get Chivalry knocked out of the way real quick. So I just went and bought some wines from the bartender here in Camtorum, so we can go just see how far one inventory will get us. I'm not really sure. I know it's great XP, but I'm not really sure how far this is going to take us yet, but we're going to find out. But yeah, as of a couple months ago, this is the Ironman method for prayer XP. There's almost nothing better in the game unless you want to go risk all your bones in the wilderness, but I don't want to do that, so this is the way. Spam click! There's 50 prayer already. Oh, 90 combat too. Didn't know that was, yeah. Cool, that gives us a new Slayer Master, I'm pretty sure. Alright, well it's looking like I'm gonna need a lot more than I thought, so I guess it's actually back to moons for a while. And in the meantime, I've been keeping up on my Hesporian farm runs as we go. Here's Hespori number 5, and we got that combat achievement. I just got it! Yay! I got the compost bucket. That was super early. I got that on 5. Wow, that's so lucky. Well, that's awesome. I was already kind of running out of ultra compost because I just was too lazy to keep filling up those damn compost buckets or whatever they are. So this is going to be way nice. All right, cool. And funnily enough, with that massive spoon, that's our first green log. We got Hespori done in 5 KC. So yeah, I know there's probably a bunch of people crying looking at that right now, but it sucks to be you, I guess. So yeah, we're going to need a lot more of those bone shards to make our way up to 60 prayer. So we're going to head back to Moons, as you see here. I think we're going to go for about 50 KC. I really want to get a decent amount of KC here. And then we'll see if we get spooned. I hope we get at least one more item in that time, but we shall see what happens. Here's another 40 KC of Moons. 75 HP. 76 strength. And 20 KC. So I guess I'm getting pretty decent at this, or I guess I just RNG'd pretty good because I got high hitter. So that's a good elite task to get done. Got us the easy tier done. But yeah, let's see what this chest gives us. Nothing great, but easy tier done. And pretty quickly after that, we got Fat of the Land, which is just doing 10 KC without leaving. So we're getting a decent amount of points just passively here, so nothing lucky there. Keep going. Alright, this will be Lunar Chest number 25. Nothing lucky there, but I knew that was coming, so it didn't baby that time. But that's another 3 points towards combat tasks. I wonder how close we'll get to mediums without really trying. This has healed like 99% of his HP in this whole fight. I'm so tired of not hitting and him hitting like 4 damage and healing 90 HP off of it. It's ridiculous. Like I have to TP. I did probably 900 damage to that boss and I just couldn't kill it because game says fuck you. So cool, so cool. And then I went to go do it again and I didn't cook my fish. I am gonna crash out. Alright, I definitely deserve an item for dealing with all of that. Come on. I'm a little dry at this point anyway. Come on, give me something. Nope. Alright, big chest number 50. Let's see if I get lucky. But I'm definitely going dry right now. So, yeah. No luck today, but that's 50 Moons Apparel. I think I need to get out of here for a little bit. There's a couple things I have in mind that we'll be going to do, so yeah. 50 Moons Apparel. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take all our worm bones and our sun-kissed bones and turn those into bone shards, and then take all those bone shards and see if that gets us up to 60 prayer. I think I have a good chunk of bone shards at this point. I think I'll get it, but I haven't done the math. I haven't used the add-on for it, but we'll see. So I grabbed all our bones, got our bone shards. We got a good chunk. We got 10,000 right here, and then we got like 600, what is that? No, 700 bones to break down. So hopefully that'll be enough for us to hit 60. Crazy, I never actually looked at these bones. You just left click them to break them down. But I think the warbling bones I need to break down here on the altar. Yeah, I think you just use these on him. This is just like files doing your construction XP, but for bones. And you can't spam click them either, so I'm gonna be here for a minute. Took the Quetzal back to the main city so I could just finish up breaking down those sun-kissed bones, and we ended up with a little under 30k bone shards, so hopefully this is enough, and that'll get me to 60, but let's go find out. Alright, spam click. There's 52. And then with combat, keep going. No breaks, no breaks. 53. 54. 55. And we need more ones. 56. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But here's 57. 58. And 59. Looks like we're going to be just a little bit short, but maybe the prayer XP reward from the quest will get us there. We'll see where we end up. Alright, and that's it for the bone shards. We ended up pretty dang close. We need 4k XP. I think you get like 5, somewhere between 5 and 10k from completing that quest, so we're good. We made it. So I ended up back here at Ferox, just getting all the stuff I needed to get together for the quest. We're doing a little bit of a hard pivot right here. I've done a decent amount of moons, and in the time that I did these 50 KC of moons, I started thinking to myself, man, I skipped out on a lot of stuff. I kind of just rushed moons, you know? Which isn't that bad of a thing to do, but I still have a lot of quests I need to get done. I have those medium combat diaries that I said earlier. So, but I think for a little while, we're going to go on a little bit of a questing arc here, so buckle up, I guess. So we're going to start here with the King's Ransom quest, though. I really want Chivalry, and I really want that XP that you get from the Knights challenges, or whatever it's called. You don't start the quest in here. I promise I won't bore you for too long like I did with the Lunar Isles quest. I definitely overdid that one for a minute. Well, let's get in here. Vandalism. Don't run away from me. I did look into it, and I got a 5k EXP lamp, so we did actually make it, so we're good on the 60 prayer. I got like pretty much exactly what I needed from the 50 moons. No more, no less. Minus maybe a second drop. Am I? I think so. I didn't think there was combat. Oh god. Court Judge! Oh, I thought that was his name. I was like, that's a crazy name for a judge, but yeah. Is this guy sleeping, or was he? Oh no. What is that? What am I doing? Oh, I have to talk to him. Damn right. I'm gonna pop all of these. Oh. Wow, it won't even let me. The easiest case of my life, but it won't let me pop the balloons. I am a little sad about that, but... Why put them there if you won't let me stomp on them? Oh, I got bonked. It doesn't even know what to do with a full-size client. I just zoned out for that whole run through the keep, but we got the Holy Grail. 1 gold. Cromperty, I bring you the Grail. Arthur, my boy, I am here. I was gonna say, wait, that helm's kind of sweet. Alright, let's finish this quest up. That was pretty quick. Then it was easy. Nice. Alright, cool. That's King's Ransom done. Let's throw this on prayer real quick. And perfect. That's 60 prayer. Nice, so it worked out perfectly. Alright, we're going to go do the Knight's Wave. We're going to try to get Chivalry unlocked and Piety down the line. So I think Guthans actually might be the move here. So I think us getting full Guthans is going to pay off here. It should allow me to sustain and all that. I don't have a ton of defense potions, so I'm just bringing this. I'm pretty sure if I teleport out, the wiki said if I teleport out, it'll save where I was, but if I use the door, it resets it, so we'll see about that. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Alright, let's give this a go. See how far we can get in one attempt. Great start. If I don't have to use the Super Restore, I'm definitely not good. This is the last guy that lowers my attack. If I can get through this, I should be able to finish this in one go. Yeah, looking like maybe not. I might have to bail on this one. Yeah, we're just gonna reset. He's lowering my defense too much. I'll bring my basics defense potions that I have. I got a couple of them. But I just don't have the Herb Lord left to get super defense potions, so that's kind of why I had to use that. But kind of wasted that, I guess, but oh well. There we go. Easy. And we can now turn on Chivalry, so that's going to be a big upgrade in Moons and other bosses going forward. So we made it back to Ferox Enclave again. The next step in this little questing arc is I want to go get a Kingdom Divided done, which means I have to do all of those Korend quests. But before we get on to those quests, I want to get myself a Xerix Talisman. To get a Xerix Talisman, we gotta go kill some Lizardmen. But also, there's another before that here. Before I go kill the Lizardmen, I want to go finish the Korend easy task. So that's how the the RuneScape game, that to do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. We're doing it. The reason we want to get the Korend easy diary done is it'll increase the drop rate from those Lizardmen to drop that Xerix Talisman for us. It's normally a 250, it'll go down to a 125 if we finish that. So yeah, I'm gonna go just knock out the Korend easy diary real quick. It'll take me probably 10 minutes. And that's all the easy tasks finished, so let's get this done. Give me that, and I'll throw that on Herblore. Now let's go kill some Lizardmen. And to do that, we are going to head over to the Lizardman Canyon. And we'll go down here where it's multi-combat, and we barely even have to take any damage, hopefully, because the soldiers will tank all the damage for us. Finally, that took like 250, I finally got it. 270. So getting the talisman took a little longer than I thought it would, but we got it now, and that gives us a lot of good teleports around Korend. It's going to allow us to finish these quests real quick. Alright, cool. That's all the basic Korend quests done, and that's our last piece for the Card Est memoirs. And then that's full, so we got some more teleports around here. Now let's go get a Kingdom Divided all finished up. Some of these quests are even just boring for me to play through, so I can't imagine watching through. So look, here's the end of the quest. Ah! Oh boy, dude. I'm gonna take some big damage that I don't know is coming, aren't I? Come on, buddy, please. Come on, please! Oh, it takes prayer. I just realized that. That sucks. Okay. There we go. Oh. Ha! There's 2 phases. There actually was not 2 phases. It was just like transitioning into a cutscene. So let's run back and hopefully I don't have to do it again. Or do I have a gut? The most out of shape hero you've ever seen. You got a fidget spinner, bro? That's sick. Are we done? Finally? Oh, that guy got schmacked. Fidget spinner guy, let's go. That's funny, I didn't... Is that new? Did they add that in? I don't know, I don't pay attention to quests very much. Finally! Alright, cool, we got that quest finally. That took like an hour and a half. That took a lot longer than I thought it would, but that is Kingdom Divided done. We now have thralls. And of course, throw in the lamps into Herblore. $58 Herblore. Nice. Alright, so we finished a Kingdom Divided, and we ended up back here in Ferox Enclave, which is kind of turning into our little home base. I always end up here. But there's one more quest on this little arc that I want to get done, and that's the Heart of Darkness. So we can go and fight the Amoxiatl, or Amoxiatl, however you say that boss's name. So yeah, let's go get that one done. Wait, I just saw her in the last quest. See ya. And there we go. Alright, cool. So that's the Heart of Darkness done. Now we can go grind out some Amoxiatl. Amoxiatl is a pretty straightforward boss. It's one of those bosses where if you don't mess up and you do the mechanics right, you're not taking any damage. You're just taking prayer. Which is not great for me because prayer is my limiting resource right now. I got plenty of Karambwans. And there is KC number 1. Anything lucky? Nope. Alright, let's get a couple more of these done. And the first unique we ended up was our first Huasca Seed. So this is going to be big going forward to get some prayer regens going on the account. So if I want to grind Amoxiatl out a little bit and get the items that I want, like the Glacial Tamal whatever, or the, you know, the discount bonkers, then I need to get some more prayer potions in order because that boss takes a lot of prayer potions. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some amulets of chemistry. I've got about 50 Runnar potions saved up. I haven't gotten a ton of Runnar seeds, so that's all I've got saved up right now. But I've been saving them for when I run out, which is now, because I'm basically out of prayer pots here. And we're going to go make some amulets of chemistry and see if we can get some 4 doses out of it. Alright, so let's get a couple of these made up. I've got everything I need in my inventory right here. So let's start with the amulets. I've only got 6 jades right now, but that should be enough. I don't think we'll go through 6 amulets in the 50 potions we have, so that'll be enough for now. Then we string them. Then cast level 2 enchant on them, turn them into amulets of chemistry. Alright, cool, so we got 6 of these. Let's see how many extra doses we can get out of them. Well, I only got 1 extra out of 54, so that's a little unlucky, I think, but oh, we'll take the extra dose, I guess, so those will help us in the future. So we've re-upped our prayer, so let's get back to the Amoxiatl. I don't think I'll stay for the discount bonkers unless I get spooned down on them, but I do want that pendant, so we'll try to get that. Another Huasca Seed? Aren't these rarer than the pendant? And then at 20 KC we get the combat task and another Huasca Seed, so we're getting pretty lucky on the Huasca Seeds at least. And a few KC later we get the task for killing 10 in a single trip. I'm not going to try to pronounce that right. No way we got that before the pendant, that's crazy. Still trying the pendant though. That's an instant upgrade here. And these new bonkers will give us a free task right away, so that's 2 more points. And we got the pendant in the same trip. Awesome. That's so cool. Okay, cool. We're done here. Well, that was a great trip. I was just kind of thinking, oh, I'll get to 50 and then maybe I'll call it and just go back to moons because screw it at this point. I'm wasting too much prayer potions. But in one trip, we got both things we were looking for. So yeah, let's look at that collection log real quick. So yeah, almost filled it up. You know, before I looked at this, I forgot that this was a pet. So this is actually, I think, the first boss that I've killed that has a chance of giving me a pet. So that's kind of cool that we're making our way into pet territory. But yeah, we got the bonkers. Get out of the way, Zamorak guy. We got the bonkers. So yeah, this is a great upgrade against Blue Moon directly, so that'll speed up that fight in Moons. Let's just go get some more KC over there. See if we can't break that dry streak too. Yeah, these bonkers are real nice on the Blue Moon. I'm flying through it. It's been good. And we got the Eclipse at Lattle, the thing I've been talking about wanting, but that makes us have a lot of work to do on range, but I'm excited to go do it and finally use this thing. The reason I'm not getting a live recording here is it was really late and I didn't want to wake anybody up, so. And I don't know if you noticed in the last clip, but I finally turned my brain on and I could open Rune Light on the side now. It wasn't working before, but back to back. No back to back. So we broke our dry streak pretty quick here and now we're kind of just back to on rate for now. But we'll see if we can lean more towards spooned or if we keep going on the dry side of things. But I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up for now. So got a lot of quests done, got some good upgrades on the account. Going forward, we got to do a lot more moons for sure, and I got to start working on that range level because I would love to start using that at Lattle. So if you made it this far, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Maybe give me a like and a subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. Before I end the video, here's a little rant I recorded about sailing, but here's one last look at my gut. Oh shit, let's try that again. I just recorded a whole rant about sailing, and I looked down at my OBS and it's like, hey, your mic is not recording any audio. So that was cool. Sailing, right? So by the time this comes out, it's going to be pretty close. I think it'll be like a week away from release of Sailing. So that's pretty scary, right? Like a little bit. I've tried to stay just like optimistic about it, you know? I've actually like on purpose kept myself away from it as much as possible. Like I didn't touch the beta at all. I've read a few news posts here and there. Actually, the first time I'm really looking at it was kind of today. I watched the Flipping OSRS video, shout out Flipping OSRS. But I watched his video about just going over the stuff that's been released, and that's where I kind of have my baseline from right now. But yeah, the reason I've kind of stayed away from it is because, like, in my mind, I'm just like, just let Jagex cook. Like, they've done pretty dang good the last couple years, and I just don't want to jump on stuff in beta and be like, what is this, what is that? I just want to let them cook, and I will see it when it comes out. And I'm going to play the shit out of it on day one for sure, and we'll get a verdict on my own that way. I'm excited. I don't think it's going to be a flop. I know some people have been hearing like, oh, it's going to kill the game. It's going to... Shut up. It's fine. Everything will be fine. At least I think so. It's just because, like, Jagex hasn't missed in, like, a couple years, bro. They've been doing, at least by my standards, they haven't missed in a couple years. Everything's been good. Everything's polished. For our 20-year-old game, gets some great fucking content, man. Like, we're doing pretty good. We're eating over here pretty good. But yeah, as of right now, I'm recording this early November, so maybe something crazy comes out in the next week or so before it, then maybe my opinion changes, but I don't think it will. I think I'm pretty excited for it. Like, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good skill, and it does suck the timing for me getting my max cape, but it is what it is, I guess. So, yeah, let's get it. Sailing. Oh shit, I got 91 mid-lap. Well, there's 91 agility. Once we hit 92, I'm sending Sepulcher all the way to 99. But for now, I'm just AFKing here while I'm editing. It's been easy, so almost there. Agility. The hell am I talking about? Almost there. I'm almost halfway there. So